Hello, it's Sonia from The Pretty Stitch. Welcome to my channel. Today is another update video. We are going to be updating my progress on me trying to bust my stash. I have so much yarn that I'm trying to get rid of or use up. Well, not really get rid of, but use up, make projects with. So I'm going to update you on the May bin of yarn, and then I will show you the June bin and some projects that I have been working on. Confession time, I feel like I say this every video. I really haven't made a whole lot of progress, but I have made some things. And I always have something in the works. I'm constantly crocheting. I've been trying to knit some more, trying to get patterns out there. I have a few projects that I finished, some that are in progress. I will also link below. I do have there will be 3 patterns of videos. One is a written pattern and the other 2 will be a written pattern too. I just need to get them tested. So the one pattern is a doll pattern. It's the little sweater. So if you saw my last update video, I made a little doll cardigan for an 18-inch doll like American Girl. I had some requests for a written pattern, so I did do a written pattern. I did have it tested. So what that means is when I say that I had a pattern tested, it's been tested by other crocheters besides myself. I try to, especially if it's a paid pattern. If it's a paid pattern, I really try to have it tested because you're paying money for my pattern, and I want to make sure that it's as error-free as possible, that when you go and make this pattern that you will be successful. That's one of my goals with my channel, and when I have any type of written pattern, that when you try to make a pattern of mine that you can do it, that the average crocheter that has the basic foundation of crochet skills, like your basic stitches, what I consider basic, which would be your slip stitch, your single crochet, your double crochet, half double crochet, your treble crochet or triple crochet. If you can do those stitches, then you should be able to make my patterns. That's pretty much my goal. So yeah, I will show you the May bin and I will show you the June bin and some of the completed projects. Okay, so I'm going to show you some projects that I have completed. One of my projects that I did complete is this sweater. I've been working on this sweater forever and it's finally done. This was mill ends. I actually bought the yarn when AC Moore was going out of business, which I'm so sad about. I love that store. And they had a whole bunch of mill ends for sale and I thought this color was really pretty. But yeah, this is a sweater that I finished, and I don't know if I'm going to have a pattern for this or not. It wasn't exactly hard to do, but we'll see. So there's this sweater. And another project that I was able to complete was, so I was recently gifted some ice yarn by my mom, so thank you, Mom. And she gave me this really beautiful rainbow yarn here, and I wanted to make something that would really highlight the yarn. Like, to me, the yarn is the star. So I made, it's actually a scarf, and as my daughter, she called it a giant pizza slice, so I'm gonna call it the folded pizza slice scarf. I know it rolls right off the tongue, doesn't it? But how you wear this is, here's the skinny end, and then if you see here, there's these holes here. So what you would do is you wrap it around and then you just tuck the skinny end, you weave it in the holes. Or actually I was going to call it the pleated, I don't know, folded pizza slice, pleated pizza slice scarf, I'm not sure. But definitely going to have pizza slice in the name of it. You would wear it like that. So it actually looks really pretty on, and I will show a clip so you can see it on. This pattern, I was inspired by another pattern. There's another pattern out there that's very, very similar technique, and I just thought it was really a cool design, so I just wanted to come up with my own version of it. I will link her pattern below, but I just wanted to come up with my own. I used different weight yarn than she did. I used a different size hook. I used different stitches, and I just thought that making something like this would really highlight this beautiful yarn. So there is, I guess, the pleated pizza slice. We'll call it that. So a project that I am working on a video for this since I made the little doll cardigan, and I started out making American Girl doll clothes or 18-inch doll clothes. So I've kind of had some people request some more. I hadn't designed any in a while because my children are getting older now. They don't really play with dolls, my girls. I still do have little nieces, and I just decided I'll, design a couple more because they really are fun to make. And I will just gift, whatever I make. So I am making a whole little summer outfit. So these are some pants. As you can see, I need to weave in these ends, but I'm working on these little capri pants. Now this is a different shirt. I designed this top years ago. I actually have a pattern for this. It's been tested, and I can link this below if you're interested. I don't even remember the name of it, but there will be a matching top with these pants. I'm also going to have sandals and a hat. And I thought a cute little beach bag would be cute. To me, it's like a beachy outfit. That was kind of the theme. I'm not sure what I'm going to call the whole set, but yeah, there's going to be 5 things. So you're going to get the top, the pants, the sandals, the hat, and the bag. And I'm going to break up the videos because to try to have one video with all 5 items is just going to be, way too long. You're going to get bored. You're not going to want to, or overwhelmed. I don't know. But I decided that I will make a video of the top and the pants, and then I'll have a separate video of the sandals, the bag, and the hat. The top I have started, so I will show you that. So here is the top. It actually is looking like a little skirt right now. So this is going to be the top, and it's going to be a halter style. So there's going to be a little tie in the front, and then I'll tie it around the doll's neck. That's how it works. And the pants that I made are also easy styling. The pants you just pull on. There's no snaps, buttons, ties, Velcro, any of that. So, really easy for a younger child to put it on the doll. Now, the top might be a little bit trickier if the child doesn't know how to tie a bow. But again, and the sandals are going to be, slide on, and the hat, you just stick it on the head. So. And I haven't started the hat, sandals, or bag yet. So this is something that I'm working on. And the yarn, it's actually 3 different yarns on here. So it's that baby, they call it baby yarn a lot. I don't even know the name of it, but it's that type of, probably it's a DK weight yarn, and it's got like that thread that they, spin with it that is kind of sparkly. So, and I don't know why that it has a little sparkly thread, then it's baby yarn. I'm not sure why it's called that, because you could use it for other things, but it's that yarn. So so this is one that's coming up. And my last project that I'm going to show you is I'm working on my knitting again. So here we go. And I thought I would make a I'm going to try to make a knitted version of the pleated pizza scarf, because I really liked the crochet one, and I thought, again, this yarn, it's ice yarn. Thank you, Mom. And I feel like with the color changes, you just want the yarn to be the star. I don't want a complicated stitch or anything like that. So I think this is a stockinette stitch, and then on the ends I have, I'm pretty sure it's called garter stitch. So it's just slowly, growing into this pizza shape. And then I will have to try to learn how to make the button. I guess technically it would be a buttonhole. I've never really done that with knitting, so I'm going to be learning new things. So that's exciting. So hopefully I can pull this off, and it's going to be a really cute scarf, just like the crocheted version. And I thought I'd show you one more thing. It's not a project, but it's yarn. I did, as I said earlier, my mom gifted me some ice yarn, and they're really beautiful. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to be doing with all of it. I will show you some of what she gave me. So the first one is this pretty brown, actually. It's like these, I guess, an ombre brown, and it's the Magic Light brand of this ice yarn, and it's quite soft. It is 100% acrylic. And the nice thing is the yardage is pretty long. It's 360 meters, which, converting that into yards, I'm not sure, but it's a lot. So I'm thinking I might even try to make a sweater with, I have a couple skeins of these, and I might actually combine it with this one. Since it's all the same weight yarn, I probably will do a knit sweater with some stripes, so it might look completely heinous and ugly. I don't know. I love trying to combine different colors and see how it works, and you know, if it doesn't, then it doesn't. And I knitted one sweater, and so I thought, you know, why not? Let's try to knit another one. And I was thinking I would do like a basic, I think, as I said before, stockinette stitch. Because of the yarn, I really want the yarn to be doing the talking, so I want to keep my stitches, you know, more simple. And that's to me, a good rule of thumb when, whether you're knitting or crocheting, if you do have yarn that has color changes, you know, sometimes some stitches just don't look that nice with, you know, a multicolored yarn. And because I know some people, they will, you know, see a yarn like this with a lot of different colors, and then they, you know, make something with it, and they're just not happy with the project. And there might not be anything wrong with the project, it's just you didn't pair the right stitch with the right yarn. So let's say you have a beautiful lace stitch. Sometimes yarn like this really just doesn't showcase that stitch very well, so you just want to keep that in mind. Or it just looks too busy to the eye, and you know that all your beautiful detailed work gets lost because of the yarn choice. So, you know, with lace, you might want to have more of a solid color, or have yarn with longer color changes instead of a lot of little short ones. I feel like, you know, simple stitches look better with multicolored yarn. Like that rainbow one I showed, you know, I really wanted the yarn to do the talking and not the stitch. So I kept the stitches, you know, they're just slip stitch and single crochet. And they're very, very basic stitches, so that the yarn, you know, is really shown off. And also, I know with knitting for a fact, if you make cables, or even in crochet, if you're going to make cables, you don't want to have busy yarn, because cables are more intricate, and then if you have an intricate colored yarn, you're not going to see all that beautiful cabling. It's going to get lost in there. So it's a personal preference. I just recommend, like if you're doing cables, a surface type crochet, you want to keep it more of a solid color. So that is, you know, all that beautiful work that you're doing is really going to be shown off. Another trick you can do with multicolored yarn is pair it with a solid. Like my mom was showing me, she makes shawls for nursing homes. She was making this beautiful shawl pattern, but she was like, I don't like this. And she had this beautiful multicolored yarn, but it was the whole shawl, like, to me, I'm like, this isn't working. The stitch was too intricate, the yarn was too busy with the colors. You know, I said, if you would have, maybe she could have even made her own pattern. I know she doesn't really want to do that, but I said, you know, you could have the lace pattern part be a solid color that coordinates with the multicolored yarn, and then just add a couple plain rows of double crochet or single crochet, half double crochet with the multicolored yarn. And that would look beautiful, so that the lace section really is showing up. It's popping because you have a solid color. And then, you know, if you want to use the fun, you know, multicolored yarn, because I love working with colors, I think they're really fun, then you just have your plain stripes, and then you get the best of both worlds. You know, your lace stitches are popping and looking great, and they're not getting lost because you know, used such a busy yarn. So, food for thought. I mean, everybody, there's no crochet or knitting police, so you be you. If you want to do a lace project with the clowniest colored yarn, go for it. You know, I don't want to, this is just my personal opinion, and I have seen, like, on Facebook or whatever, people just saying, you know, I don't like my project. And I think a lot of times it's just because of the yarn choice that you made. There's nothing wrong with their work. You know, they'll think it's ugly, and it's just because of, you know, the type of yarn you used. And one of my beliefs is, I think there's a pattern for every yarn. Even like that hideous dirt specked yarn that I used. I'm sure you remember that. If you watch some of my other videos, I had this ugly pink dirt speckle. To me, it looked like dirt. It wasn't, but you know, I made the doll cardigan, and it really turned out adorable. So, you know, like I said, there's a yarn for every pattern. So I'm going to show you one more yarn. So I got another ice yarn, another beautiful rainbow yarn here. It's just like, it's the same as the you know, the crocheted pizza slice scarf that I made. I'll have to make something fun with this, and as I said before, I don't want to get into it again, you know, something simple to really show off this pretty yarn, because I love the color changes, and you know, I really want the yarn, you know, to be shown off. So now we're going to get to the yarn bin. So I will take you down into my deep dark basement, and I will show you the June bin, and then I will also show you the May bin, which again, as I said before, there's still a lot of yarn in it, but you know, hey, more fun things to crochet and knit. All right, so here we have the May bin. As you can see, not much progress here. I was able to use the green yarn that I had in there. I don't know if you remember, had some green yarn, and I'm going to be using that to make a sweater. I haven't started it yet, but I've been cobbling together different yarns in the different bins from the different months so that I can make the sweater, because with sweaters you need a lot of yardage, and I think it's going to be cute. So I will be starting that soon, and hopefully by the time I'm done, now that we're heading into summer, it will be ready for winter. That's the plan. But so yeah, here is the May bin. All right, so here we have the June bin here. So let's see what we got for this one. Right off the bat, I can see this Hobby Lobby. I love this cotton yarn, which is a very nice yarn. I had wanted to make some dishcloths, so I'll probably make some of those. So we have this, what is this stuff? Red Heart Baby. This is that baby yarn that I talk about with the little, I don't even know what that is. The little flecks on it, or the, not the flecks, the little thread in there. So I don't know if you can see the sparkle thread in there. I have pink yarn. I had made a baby blanket out. I had a whole bunch of these individually wrapped pink yarn. I guess it's some very old baby, what does it say? Baby bulky brunette. And it was weird because there was a whole bunch of these and they were all individually wrapped. I don't know where I got these. Someone, I'm assuming, gave them to me. I have no idea. So we have this. This was a scarf project that got abandoned because I didn't have enough yarn. So it's a weird, well, it's kind of pretty, it's kind of weird. It's like a camouflage, I guess it's a camouflage color change. And let's see, I have, oh, this stuff. I love this color green. I don't know why, I just do. I bought this with Christmas, the gift card. I think I got a gift card for Christmas a year ago. So it would have been sometime in 2019, and I said I'm going to make a sweater. I actually have this really cute knitting pattern that I had bought with some cable. I love me a good cable, and I thought, oh, why don't I challenge myself and knit it? But then we found out we were moving, and you know, just didn't happen. So oh, and then I liked this. This is also with that same gift card. I bought this really pretty, I love red too. I'm a big fan of red, and I just thought this color was beautiful. And then lastly, I'll show you this. This is actually a really pretty, this is Baby Brunette Coordinates. I love the colors in this. It kind of reminds me of like a sherbet, and I wish I had more of this to make. I'm not sure what I'll make with this. Maybe I will have to make a baby. There's a new baby in my family. I have a new niece, so maybe I can make something for her. So here is the June bin. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you made it this far. Hope you're staying well, and thank you so much for watching.
Hello. We are almost in June. Are we in June?